All right, good evening, and welcome to the fourth and final game on game day 2, actually, for the battle at the beach. And it's been a long day, Steve. Started at 11 a.m. There was a 2-hour rain delay, and here we are just about to start the final game at 10 of the evening, and we are looking forward to a great game here between two powerhouse teams.
Two really good teams. Of course, Holy Spirit, 10-game winning streak. State champions last year, and DeMatha, one of the best teams in the country year in and year out, Tony. Year not Tom, I'm sorry. And, they have just a plethora of Division I players, named Brian Westbrook, Chase Young, guys that come through that school. I mean, it's just it's going to be a pleasure to watch these two teams play.
Holy Spirit will receive the opening kickoff. Dan Holbrook will boot it. DeMatha dressed in their white uniforms with red trim, and Holy Spirit their navy blues with gold trim. Spartans had a terrific year last year. Looking to duplicate that again this year. We'll see how it turns out. Holbrook.
And the ball falls off.
There is quite a wind out there, blowing from our right to our left. It's picked up. It will take the wind over the rain and lightning anytime, right? Back to receive it, Elijah Seward and Gavin Roman.
Couple names, remember from last year, had really big positions to play with that state championship team.
Both of them were in the top 10 receiving-wise in the Cape Atlantic League. So we'll try it again. The kick driven deep, and that one's going through the end zone, and Holy Spirit will open for business at their own 20-yard line. Starting quarterback is Trevor Cohn. Gavin Roman, the running back. Elijah Stewart is the slot receiver. Burns and Lanos, wide receivers, and Jameer Smith also there at the H-back position.
Live video coverage of the West Jersey Football League's first Battle of the Beach is produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and Sports X Radio.
So at the 20-yard line, Spartans will open for business. Quick pitch to the right side is complete.
Good block.
Good yardage along the right sideline across the 35-yard line and continues to the 40-yard line.
Elijah Stewart got a real good block on the outside there to really spring him. Good block by the other wide receiver, whose number I did not get, unfortunately, but real good play, first one.
20 yards on the hookup, but it was just a short pass, and Stewart did the rest.
That's the athletes they have on this team.
Slot formation to the left side. Cohn again is going to throw it to the right sideline. Again, the completion knocked out of bounds immediately.
Just a little 5-yard out.
Smith with the reception and 5-yard advance on first down. They'll take it all day long. Second down at 5 from the 45. Just the start of things here from Carey Stadium in Ocean City. Trips left now for the Spartans. Shovel pass to the right side for a minimal gain. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage or lost a few.
Yeah, that time a real good defensive play. They came up strong. They saw the block down. Tony, once they blocked down Tony, the defensive backs fly up, and exactly what happened. They probably for no gain, a little quick pitch option to Gavin Roman.
So that'll make it third down. We'll call it 6 for the Spartans. First third down situation for Holy Spirit, looking to keep this drive alive. Burns splits out to the left side. Cohn with a snap. Quick fire to the right side, and this one is complete, but yes, he does have the first down from where the officials are spotting it. Then he was pushed back.
Real good timing pattern again as Trevor Cohn got that ball out. Before the receiver's out of his break. There it is right there. And he got a good block, and it looks like it was, again, Gavin Roman making the catch right at the yard line there for the first down.
So with that hookup, they continue the drive. The ball now just over the midfield line at the 49 of DeMatha. Quick throw to the left side, looking to cut it back upfield. Picks up maybe 2 yards.
And that was Gavin Roman. They're trying the quick stuff, trying to get a little block to spring these guys. That time wasn't going to happen. And I know they're in white uniforms, Tony, but DeMatha looks a lot bigger than Holy Spirit. Height-wise, size-wise.
Yeah, they are
very large
impressive.
team.
Those are the types of teams they say when they get off the bus, they're impressive.
Their little linebackers are 210, 185, 219. Defensive backs at 180. That's upper-level stuff.
The snap, the throw.
You got him.
This one's complete over the middle for a first down at the 32-yard line. That was Stewart with the reception and quick slanted, and he hit him, did Cone. Here it is.
Yeah, there it is, right there, just between the two linebackers there. He just got a little skinny post, they call that, and got rid of quick. Hit him in stride. Real good throw by Trevor Cone.
Cone, of course, is going to be playing baseball at Rutgers. But he's pretty good on this field as well.
Yeah, he's had a tremendous year last year, and he's starting off right where he left off. Very accurate.
Again, quick throw, left-handed throw to the left side. For Roman again. Kind of a little sidearm action there.
Yeah, what they're actually doing here is almost like a pitch, what they're doing, but they're getting the ball out quick, giving him a little more leverage outside, and really it's how you get to the corner without worrying about it. The pitch takes a little more time to develop the quick pass, and the quickness of Roman is letting him get to the edge, and they're getting a few yards every time.
Pretty much doing this all through the air. Have we seen a running play? I don't think so.
I think they attempted one. Didn't go anywhere, though.
Pick up a 5 on first down. Again, the throw to the left side. Again to Roman. He is hemmed in along the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not knocked out of bounds as they continue the clock running.
Again, just almost like a pitch, just a quick pitch. He throws aside if the pass is not accurate. As long as it's going forward, it's incomplete. No worries. He's going to bring up a third, and it looks like about 3 or 4 there.
I must see something, Steve, in that defense for them to continue to throw that same.
Well, the corners are playing off a little bit. Let's see if they go to. See, this time they got the safety over top, so now they might try something down the middle again.
Cone looking to keep it and take it upfield, but cannot get going. He's knocked down at the 25-yard line, loses his helmet.
Means he's got to come off for a play, right?
Yeah. So let's see what Coach Russo is going to decide to do right here.
Number 28 comes in to replace him. That's Johan Rosenborough. He's a freshman quarterback, 5'9", 160 out of Atlantic City. So the freshman quarterback comes in.
No pressure at all. The throw to the left side is complete, but for very little gain, if any, and they're going to turn it over.
But it was impressive that the freshman quarterback comes in and runs the offense, makes a little throw. I mean, looks like it's part of the game plan. They didn't miss a beat. Unfortunately for Holy Spirit, they didn't make the first down, but good opening drive, though. I think it was, gives them a little confidence.
It's unfortunate when you lose your helmet, you got to come out.
Yep. Once again, we tell you live video coverage of the West Jersey Football League First Battle of the Beach is produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and the SportsX Network. The executive producers are Ari Blumstein, Dean Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik is our producer at Cary Stadium. Diego Reynoso is our videographer. Tell your friends they can catch the action live by going to primeevents.net and select video streaming from the menu.
Before they can get this first play underway, a whistle. False start. The call against the Stags. Blake Kendall is the quarterback, 6'2", 210. Kevin Winston, one receiver, 6'3", 210. Another highly recruited player. Tyler Stewart, the other. And Brendan Wyatt, running back. Noah Vitko. and wide receiver Callan Cobb. They're loaded with talent, no question about it. They give to the left side, breaking free for 4, maybe 5.
Good quickness and hold that time.
That was Wyatt.
Ball carried by number 2, Teddy Williams.
They're going to try to take advantage of that big offensive line.
It is big.
Holy Spirit, as we said, has 9. I think they have quite a few defensive starters back. I'm sorry, 8 on offense, 6 on defense.
The snap, looking to throw once again over the middle off the fingertips of the intended receiver.
Big tight end Riley Foreman, 6'3", 220. Ball just slipped through his hands there. He was open, but wasn't able to make the play.
Just to give you an idea, left tackle is 290, left guard 280, center is 295, right guard is 280, and the right tackle is 300.
So it's not the white that's making them look big. No. The white uniforms don't make them look big, huh?
Here's a throw once again to the right sideline. It's complete. No, they say incomplete. Was out of bounds when he caught it.
Wow. That was a break for Holy Spirit. A little combination pattern there as they ran off the defensive back and then cut underneath with a little out. Big number 17. Wide receiver Caleb Cobb, 6'4", 200, ran a streak pattern, and they tried to come underneath. They had him open, but just missed him.
Tate was the intended receiver, and he made the catch, but out of bounds. Dan Holbrook will be kicking it away. Elijah Stewart back to return it. Standing at his own 40-yard line. Snap and the boot. Calling for the fair catch is Stewart at the 38-yard line.
What a technically sound game so far, Tony. You know what I mean? The snaps, the punts, the fair catch. You can tell these two teams are very, very good.
Yeah, I was just going to comment on that snap. It just got back to the punter so quickly. A tight spiral.
And as Tom Williams tell you, one of my pet peeves is when the ball's in the air, catch the ball.
Oh.
Like catch the punt, fair catch, keep it from rolling 10, 15 yards.
I have heard that so many times before. Why give up those 15 yards and just let it roll?
If you can't catch it, somebody else there that can. But real good job right there by Holy Spirit.
Going again, the
Got
toss
room
to the right side again. The completion and a big gainer to Smith.
Pass is complete.
He's got to be outside. That's the second time he's going to release it.
Yeah, Jamar Smith. Again, just a little rubber out there. Seeing right off the right side there and makes a turn and just outruns the linebacker there.
First down to the 49 of DeMatha Catholic from Maryland. Holy Spirit has done well offensively. They stumbled there at the end when quarterback Cohn had to come out. And a swing pass to the left side is complete, and he is decked quickly. Michael Weaver made the catch.
And number 20, Robert Stevens, got there in ill will, 6', 190, and he timed it perfectly. Nice defensive play. Good to see Weaver bounce back up.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. Quarterback Cohn along the sideline getting some instructions.
Yeah, actually, they lost a couple, Tony. Give him a spot back here. It's almost 12, it's almost 13 yards.
Yeah, now I see it. It's tough to see the sticks.
Yeah,
here.
it looked like a...
You're right, it's second down and 12. Off the play action. Here's Cohn throwing over the middle.
Oh!
This one's complete between
bullet.
two defenders. Great catch there.
Looked like Jashawn Teller, number 8, I believe, for Holy Spirit, made that catch. Oh, I'm sorry, it's number 6.
That was
Jamar Smith.
Jamar Smith again.
Yes.
That one is just picture perfect. I
Well,
mean,
you
you had a
replay
really...
there, just in the seams. And what a great throw. With velocity, which it had to be, and he had pressure in his face.
Getting the call, looking to bounce it outside, but to little avail was Weaver. Looking to start up the middle. originally, but then had to bounce it outside because the play was shut down where the point of attack was.
Yeah, a little delayed draw type situation here. It's been thrown every day, every down. You know, DeMatha's coming straight up the field. They're trying to split one and maybe make a big gain out of it, but they're going to have to settle for a yard.
2nd down and 9.
The quick passing game, though, is really giving them a really good spark here to keep DeMatha from getting to them.
At the 29-yard line.
Again.
Cole over the middle. This one
Pass is incomplete.
knocked away.
Jennifer Stewart.
Hard hit again.
On the defense for DeMatha.
Yeah, that ball was up in the air. Elijah Stewart got hit pretty hard by the defensive backs there. They came in ill humor, as Tom says. That was Robert Stevens, a 6 foot, 190-pound junior.
So now 3rd down and 9 from the 28 of DeMatha. They were down here once before. So you don't want to waste too many of these opportunities to come away with some points.
You would think this is 4 down territory here inside the 30.
The snap, Cone, again the sidearm, tossing to the left side, cutting it upfield, close to a 1st down. We'll have to see where they mark it.
Good hard run by Jamar Smith again as he got the ball and really turned it upfield.
Place it down right at the 20. Are they going to measure here?
Looks like they're a yard short. You look at the sticks over there, it looks like the 29, so I think the 19. So
just inside the 20, so 4th down and a yard.
Be interesting to see if they throw for it or try running for it, because the short passing game's all they've had so far.
Key play early in this game. Timeout going to be called by DeMatha.
Interesting. Everybody's looking forward to fall in Ocean City, America's greatest family resort. Fall events kick off with a street rod show on September 11th and 12th. The Boardwalk Aerobatic Air Show flies over Ocean City on September 19th. Look for the return of the Fall Block Party on October 9th. A new event, Dog Day, invites man's best friend to enjoy a date on the boardwalk on October 23rd. Look for all these events and more until we celebrate the new year with First Night on December 31st in Ocean City.
So 4:27 left in the opening quarter. No score. Holy Spirit and DeMatha Catholic.
And I'd have to say, Tony, that Holy Spirit has had the better of the play so far. They've moved the ball offensively. Defensively, they made a nice stop.
As you were saying earlier, DeMatha, you think of DeMatha over the years, and you think, well, basketball, one of the great teams. Coach Woot was tremendous. They had some great players, but they're not too bad in football either.
No. Some pretty good alumni in football also.
Absolutely. So, 4th down and a yard, just outside the 20-yard line. It's going to be Cone taking it, angling to the left side. The question is, did he get there?
No, he lost yards, I believe.
That's right, because teams are changing. That's a pretty clear indication that he did not make it.
Yeah, they went to the short side of the field, tried to fool him, and didn't get the block on the edge that they needed. That size was just too much for Holy Spirit to try to block the edge. A little surprised they didn't go to quick passer. That's been what they've been successful with.
So DeMatha will with their second, I should say, opportunity on offense. Blake Kendall runs the show at their own 20-yard line. They give off the left side. Continues to drive it up to the 25-yard line.
But good feet that time by the running back there as he made a couple guys miss.
Pick up a 5 on the play, make it 2nd and 5.
It's a single-digit number.
I think it was Wyatt. So pick up a 5 on 1st down, 2nd down and 5 from the 25. Again, up the middle for a couple.
Very unusual formation there. They have a fullback, actually has his hand almost on the guard when they start to play. It's like, let them know which side they were going to try to run to or something, but it was Very interesting. He actually had his hand on the guard's rear end. Let's see if they do it again. They are not. They're going a little spread this time.
3rd and a little bit more than 1.
Keeper.
Quarterback will keep it, and I don't know if he got there.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he did, he paid the price.
Kendall on the keeper.
And that sure looked like... oh, he's down.
So it is a first down. They are moving to sticks, but as you said, he is down. Did take a big hit.
Maybe Marcus Lewis, I believe, number 33, the linebacker for Holy Spirit, made that hit. We have a moment we want to remind you about Gilliam's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street and the Boardwalk in Ocean City is a popular summer destination. Gilliam's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. They must give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. This summer continues through September at Gilliam's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at gilliams.com.
There you just saw that play again. And they're quickly bringing out, we saw this at the end of the previous game.
Yeah, unfortunately, medical attention is going to be needed for the DeMatha player.
They determined that very quickly, too, Steve.
They
Sometimes
did.
it takes a while to see exactly what you might have.
That was determined very quickly, so it must be something that is pretty obvious. Hopefully the young man's okay.
Don't forget, tomorrow, the final day of the Battle at the Beach. Be Moorestown, Cherry Hill East, starting at noon. Cedar Creek and Scotch Plains, Fanwood at 3, and then at 6 p.m., Winslow Township takes on Woodbridge.
Final 3 games. Been a great weekend so far. It was really good football. The way the event was run is classy. I tell you, everything's done well. The teams are being taken care of. I hear some of the players and coaches talking after the games. They can't wait to come back next year. I think this will be something that's just going to grow.
Oh, no question about it. As well as it has been run this initial year, you can figure they're going to learn, and they're going to run it even better next year. Not that it wasn't run really well this year, but if you have a successful event like this, even more teams will want to participate, and they may even go with some more powers from South Jersey, like a Lenape, like a Cherokee. Teams like that, even Williamstown and St. Augustine, of course. And St. Joseph's already here. Teams that really are year after year, so you can plan ahead because you pretty much know, pretty much guarantee these teams are going to be quality teams every single year.
Well, we have a minute. We'll tell you about Tolson Consulting, how they can help you. Tolson Consulting specializes in labor management relations as well as government relations. With over 30 years of experience, Tolson Consulting is capable of meeting all your labor-related needs. Call Rich Tolson at 609-468-0704. Rich is a 1976 graduate of Ocean City High School, a proud former Raider, and happy to be part of the Battle of the Beach in Cary Stadium, the best setting for high school football in New Jersey.
So again, they're tending to Blake Kendall, the quarterback, who was injured on that carry. Gets the round of applause, as well he should. See his teammates all standing there, wishing him well.
Yeah, it's always a tough situation, hate to see a young man get injured. It's just hope that he's okay, and it's nothing, serious. Hope it's precautionary, but don't ever want to try to figure out what it is until you know.
Yeah, no question, because obviously, I don't know if they've played a game yet this season. I'm not sure. Probably not, but if this is their first game and they lose him for the season, that's going to really hurt. But right now they just want to, as we do, wish him well.
Yeah, yes, sir. He's he is a senior too. Well, they're taking him off in the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's where I think the medical unit is, down that area. That's where they took the player off in the previous game as well.
Again, we want to wish him the best and hope it's precautionary and something very serious.
So now we'll have to
see who the new quarterback is.
They give off the right side for nothing really there at all.
Look like number 19, Denzel Gardner, is a 6 foot, 175 pound, class of 2025. Let me do my math for me. That makes him a sophomore?
I think it might be a freshman, yeah.
He's a youngster, let's put it that way.
He is. That makes it even more difficult.
6 foot, 175. So both teams have had freshman quarterbacks in, because Spirit had one in for a play too there.
So Denzel Gardner takes over for the injured Blake Kendall. The snap rolling to his left, throwing on the run, and this one is incomplete. It's double teamed along the far sideline.
Got a flag. Going to be holding against DeMatha. That ball fluttered a little bit on him for his first pass as he tried to go to the field side, which is a long way across the field.
Headed for Tyler Stewart along the far sideline. Well, you just lose so much experience too, Steve. It's not just he's a freshman. He just doesn't.
Oh, absolutely not. It's just, you say he's a senior, and the guy's been with this program. I'm sure led them to many victories and many big games, and just the experience. No matter how good that freshman is, you said he hasn't been, in this kind of war with this type of team, and the good ones take a little bit to get their feet wet, but we'll see how this gentleman can do.
Back to the 23-yard line. Throw over the middle, threw it in back of the intended receiver. Difficult catch at best.
Another penalty flag throw.
Headed for Wyatt.
The procedure against DeMatha, maybe a little use of different cadence maybe from the quarterback.
They'll decline that penalty because it'll bring up a 3rd and 20 from the 23-yard line, their own 23-yard line. The wind is blowing in their face as well. It's really kicked up here late in the day, blowing from our right to our left. Gardner, a give straight up the middle to the 25-yard line, but that's it.
Yeah, I think that was a real smart play by the DeMatha coaching staff there. The good 11 freshman in a 3rd and long. Don't give them an opportunity to make a mistake. Let our defense do what it does and, run the ball, punt it away, and let's get back on defense and see what happens.
Again, that was wide on the carry. Holbrook will kick it away. Back to receive it is Elijah Stewart, standing at his own 45-yard line.
Said he punting into a little stiff wind, too.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, good punt. What a good punt. Got it to turnover, turning a little bit, too, and out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
So in a situation like this, Steve, it's a situation whereby you're probably going to have to rely on your defense and your special teams. Play field position because you're going to lose a lot at the quarterback position. You're just not going to be able to do what you normally do.
I would think with their size and strength, they're going to start seeing go to a more power running game. That would be what you would think would be the obvious thing for them to do. They are big up front, very big. And interested to see when they get the ball next time what they do.
At the 37-yard line, Trevor Cohn with the snap. Throws to the right side. This one is complete behind the line of scrimmage, and knocked out immediately was Stewart.
Yeah, that was complete for a couple-yard loss. Again, they're trying just those quick passes to get their athletes out in space where they can maybe make a guy miss. Early they were successful. Had a couple good drives so far. That time they lost a couple yards, though. And Elijah, it looks like he's a little banged up.
He just was really not in a position after he caught that to make the turn upfield. His back was kind of turned away from the line of scrimmage, and the defender was right there.
Yeah, that's the key. You try to hit him in stride going forward with those little swing passes.
Trips to the left side. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13.
Oh, good run.
Up the middle. Breaking free to the 44-yard line. Was Roman.
Gavin Roman, did a real nice job. Looked like a little trap. We'll see here as we see the replay.
3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Real nice job by the left guard getting out on the linebacker, and they trapped in there, and big hole inside and right up the middle of the field, and that's going to be in the first quarter, Tony. That was a quick first quarter, wasn't it?
It really was. So we've played one. Nothing to choose between the two sides. 0-0. DeMatha and Holy Spirit.
Holiday Leonard, if you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Holiday Leonard. At Holiday Leonard, they will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Holiday Leonard at 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Holiday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
So we've played one complete. Holy Spirit has obviously moved the football more effectively than has DeMatha, and that's probably going to be the case the remainder of this game because they lost their starting quarterback, did DeMatha. He's taken off the field, and a stretcher, and Holy Spirit now with the football, and they coming up to a 3rd and 4, so that run by Roman really set him up for 3rd down because it's a lot more manageable.
Yeah, they can run or throw here, although the success they've had are the quick passes. As you see, the defensive corners playing off here. They might try a quick pass to the left.
Here's Cone.
He goes the other way.
Good protection.
Oh!
Throws over the middle. And is this one intercepted?
I believe it is.
It is intercepted off the deflection.
Intercepted.
Coming up, Kevin Winston.
By Kevin Winston.
Unfortunately, he had Elijah Stewart on the inside. He got the ball inside to him, just couldn't handle it, and it's intercepted by DeMatha.
And you mentioned Kevin Winston before this game being highly, highly recruited and mostly on offense, but look at that play on defense.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver defensive back. Has already committed to Penn State, 6'3", 210. And you say good hand-eye coordination there as the ball just couldn't be handled by Elijah Stewart. Tough break there for Holy Spirit.
So off the turnover, DeMatha with the football at the 42-yard line. Give left side looking to make the turn. Wyatt, but there's a marker on the play. The likelihood is we're going to have a holding penalty.
Yeah, again, a little. I'm sure that must be their offense, and they're so in tune with it. But as big as they are, you would think with a freshman quarterback, they go into a little tighter formations to run some power. They're still running from the spread offense, which I guess is really hard. If you're, that's your game and you do it all the time, it's hard, to change from it. But that is another big penalty.
And that just makes it so much harder on the quarterback Gardner, the freshman, when you have now a 1st and 20. Or let's see.
He's definitely getting his feet set to the fire here. He's going to find out what it's like.
1st and 22 is the actual down and distance. Gardner sets, now rolls out to his right, may take it himself. He will pass the line of scrimmage along the right sideline, gets a good block, and he's run out of bounds right about the 48-yard line, but we might have a personal foul
back.
here.
Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul.
On the run.
It might be an ejection. Let's see. Oh, it should be an ejection. Number 1 came back and really hit the Holy Spirit player. Very high. Tyler Stewart.
Yeah.
It looks like he's still in the ball game, though. Could have been ejected.
Taking back to the 28-yard line.
For now, they're talking to him.
Ball is moved back to the 27-yard line.
Now, a little surprise. A little surprised, to be honest with you, Tony, that it wasn't ejected. That was a headshot for sure.
So they need the 47-yard line of Holy Spirit for a first down.
This is screen and draw territory here.
Ball at the 27, another marker.
At that time, the wide receiver, big Kalen Cobb, 6'4", 200 pounds, moved a little early. Junior.
5-yard walk-off. Moves the ball back to the 22-yard line.
Well, it's first and
30.
a lot.
30.
See, they try to get a little bit here.
Gardner, the give off the right side. 3 yards to the 25.
Wyatt on the carry.
Wyatt gets the call again. Gotta feel bad when someone's a freshman put into a situation like this, but then as you say,
It's an opportunity.
yeah, experience. The only way to learn how to play in this situation is to play.
Yeah, he must be really highly regarded to be in this program and be the backup. Look at the time he's taking here.
Throws deep down the right side. This one's incomplete. A little mix-up there. Closest man to it was a Holy Spirit defender.
Yeah, it looked like Tyler Stewart, the wide receiver, ran a stop at 10, and he thought he was doing a go, maybe a little hitch and go or something, and he threw the 9 route down the field, and no one was there.
And that's what we talk about when we say that as a freshman it's tough, because if you aren't on the same page with your receivers,
Right.
lots of times that results in turnovers.
Yeah, and a lot of times guys have been together this long, it'll be just eye contact. You know, maybe it was supposed to be a route, and he saw the guy over top, and he says, I'll just turn it up, and my senior quarterback knows that.
And again, whistle stops play.
There's a flag on the play.
Again, false start.
Yeah, you wonder how much it does with the cadence of the new quarterback, too. You know, as I said, they've been experienced with the other guys. The senior been there so long.
5-yard penalty.
They're going to settle down, you would think. It's going to take a little while. They're just trying right now, I think, just to hold the game, you know, not let it get out of the hand, you know, with some mistakes here. So I'd be very surprised if they do anything crazy here, third down. I mean, just run it, kick it, I would think. But who knows? With these athletes, they might try to run a little screen or something.
3rd and 38. Gardner steps up, looking to run, and he slips and falls at the 20-yard line. Wouldn't have mattered. He had 2 defenders right there ready to stop him.
Yeah, that was a smart play there. He got pressure, and he just took off, get what he could, hold on to the ball. Now we'll see how this punter can. This punter has really been a weapon so far for them. I believe it's number 20. No, it's not 26. I apologize.
29.
29. Daniel Holbrook, 5'10", 190 pounds senior, has been really punting the ball extremely well, Tony.
And now he's got the wind at his back.
Good snap.
And the kick. Stewart calls for the fair catch at the 47-yard line and makes it.
Taken by Stewart.
So excellent field position again for the Spartans to start off this drive.
Yeah, it didn't really catch that one like he did the others, but still, it's Holy Spirit's going to have good field position, which they've had so far, and it's getting to a point where they may need to take a little bit of advantage of this field position they've had the whole game. You know, the longer that they don't score, it's given DeMatha a little more confidence, I think.
Well,
not that they need it, but I'm just saying, you know, the conditions of the game, you know.
Well, you let a team hang around, especially with a freshman quarterback. You don't know what can happen. There are always crazy plays that happen. And they've been deep in DeMatha territory twice, and they have nothing to show for it. The give to Roman. Makes a cutback into DeMatha territory inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Nice move there.
Yeah, Kevin Roman, 5'7", 165 pounds, like a little water bug. I mean, he made a couple moves and made the big guy miss and did the smart thing and got downfield, get what he could. Don't try to outrun corners. He got almost 9 yards, as you said.
2nd and 2 for the Spartans. Come out with the double slot. Cone, quick pitch to the right side. Roman bobbles it, but able to recover and pick up the first down.
Roman on the reception.
Can't see the spot here. It looks like it's close, but I do believe he has a first down.
Yeah, they're moving the stick, so he did pick it up. It is kind of tough to see. Spartan standing up along the sideline. You can't really see exactly where he goes out of bounds.
Again, that's that short passing game they use so effectively early in this game. You know, they get the ball out quickly, get what yards they can, and also it's, you know, when you have a big defense like that, the more you make them run side to side is wearing them down a little bit.
Yeah, you would think on a play like that where it's just short yardage that they would protect against that particular play, but executed very well by the Spartans. Going
Same
again
play.
to the right side. Stutter stepping and picking up maybe 5 yards on the swing pass was Weaver.
Again, very simple play, and it's like a handoff. Really, it's like a pitcher handoff. They've done a very good job just getting outside of the size that DeMatha has by getting the running backs and receivers out, you know, with the defensive backs.
It's amazing how a team can change offensively so drastically from one year to the next. With Patrick Smith in the lineup last year for Holy Spirit, it was run, 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 and this year it's pass, pass, pass.
Well, you have to go with what, you know,
Yeah.
your best options are, and he was a tremendous, and I've said it before that he's the best high school running back I've ever seen come out of this area. So, I mean, he's tough to replace.
Throw over the
There's
middle.
the middle.
It's complete.
Oh, now go forward.
Spinning to the 25-yard line. The pass complete to Stewart, and was interesting because that's something you might see a pro quarterback do, as he looked to his right and then he came back over the middle of Stewart.
That's very good, Trevor Cohen. Although it's a flag, it's going to bring it back. But he looked off that middle linebacker, allow that slot to be open. Actually called a chop block. But once you move him with your eyes, if you're moving your linebacker with your eyes, you move him to one side, it opens up the seam coming the other way, and really nice throw. Unfortunately, they called for a chop block.
Ball moved back inside, just inside the 50. Nose of the football maybe touching the 50. That'll bring up a 2nd and 18. They need the 33 for the first.
And again, interested to see if they go, you know, they did a little swing pass and they try to go down the middle, down the seam. That's what they've tried to do, and it looks like they have the seam again if they want it.
Swings to the left side, again complete to Stewart.
There's a flag. It's going to be a hold on the wide receiver, I believe, of Holy Spirit.
So if that isn't hold Holy Spirit after penetrating deep into DeMatha territory again on a play that was called back because of the chop block, and if they get a hold here, it's going to force them back even further. It is a hold.
Yeah. And he got 2 points if that was a wrestling move. That was pretty obvious. He was trying to get, you know, trying to help his receiver out, but unfortunately he got his hands out and pulled the guy down. So the field's being turned here without the...
I think they declined that penalty.
Okay. Makes it 3rd and 18.
Going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because it could have been 2nd and 28.
Yep.
Instead, it's 3rd and 18.
That's just usually what teams will do. The 3rd and 18, you don't think they're going to pick that up.
Here's Cone.
Oh, nice move.
Steps up
there
in
it
the
is.
pocket, throws deep down the left side, incomplete.
Well, there's another flag, but I tell you what, this free safety, number 7. Boy, did he have a nice beat on the ball. I thought Bernard was going to pick that off. 690-pounder. He came across in a hurry. There's a flag. I do not know what it's for. It wasn't pass interference. This was some kind of contact made.
Yeah, he was well defended on the play. I don't know, see who it was intended for.
And they're calling interference. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. I don't know if it's an automatic first down or not. I don't believe it's automatic. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
3rd and 2. Timeout DeMatha.
DeMatha's going to take a timeout. And while they do, we're going to tell you about Johnson's Popcorn. It's known all over the Delaware Valley. Specialize in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. Also remind you, Shoppies is even better online. You may know the showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century.
It's intended for Marcus Lewis. And it's funny, Steve, how it's back and forth with the penalties.
Yeah, that was big.
That was huge.
Yeah, because if they had taken the penalties you said to play before, it would have been a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
You know, they'd still have 20 yards to go.
Okay, correction, that penalty was intended for Gavin Roman, pardon me. So now 3rd down and 3 from the 33.
There's a swing out to Roman.
To right side, Roman. Will he get there? Close. Don't know, but
doesn't
again,
look like it.
4 down territory, you'd say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think he got to the line of the game. Looks like he's about a yard short looking at the other side where the head linesman is. The ball's being marked at the 23-yard line, 22 and a half.
Yeah. Or is that the 30? At the 33?
33, I'm sorry.
33.
Yeah, too many lines on this field for me.
No, it's the truth. I was saying the same thing earlier.
Yeah, it's at 33. I apologize.
Multi-sport field, obviously, used here by Ocean City
So it
athletes.
looks like a lone one. And there's a flag. Are they getting a delay? No. 12 defenders on the field.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Illegal participation. What a big penalty that was. They still got 12. You count them now, somebody's got to go off.
That's almost as bad as trying to draw a team off sides on 4th down and they jump.
Somebody's got to come off. They still got 12. There we go. Now they got 11. Wasn't like the guy was trying to get off either, Tony.
He's still not off.
Boy, that was a big play, too. 1st down. If Holy Spirit can take advantage of that really, really tough penalty.
It's a crusher. Cohen sets.
Time.
Being rushed.
Better throw it away.
And he does exactly that, throwing it out of bounds. He waited about as long as he could wait. I mean, they were just beating down on him and let fly to get it off.
Yeah, good pressure. Whatever they tried to do short, they took away from him. And being experienced that he is, get out of the pocket, throw it away. Live to play another down. Just bring a 2nd and 10 instead of being 2nd and who knows how many if he tried to do something crazy with it.
At the 27. 2nd down. Timeout taken now by the Spartans. So, with 6:49 left till halftime, we're still scoreless here. Battle by the beach, Holy Spirit and DeMatha.
The Anato Wine Bar, Old World Tuscany meets Main Street, USA at Anato Wine Bar, right in the center of downtown Hamilton. This custom-built wine bar says it all, providing each guest with a look, feel, and taste of Old World Italy tradition. Anato's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages available by the glass or bottle, and the full bar includes signature martinis and craft beer. Enjoy lunch, dinner, and live music. Anato Wine Bar is perfect for private parties. The Anato Wine Bar is 216 Bellevue Avenue in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or book your next event there.
So 6:49 till halftime. Holy Spirit gets the benefit of the illegal participation. Translation, 12 men on the field. Pick up that 1st down. Now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line of DeMatha. Again, they've been down here before, have come out way empty. Stepping up is Roman, but he is hit.
They're calling it incomplete.
Yeah, the ball flies out of his hand, and he was hit hard. They're starting to get some pressure on Cone now, Steve.
Well, the thing is, too, they've been throwing those quick 1-2 passes. That time, he held the ball for 3 or 4 seconds, and that's when the rush got to him. They're calling it an incomplete pass. He steps up. Yeah, it looks like his arm was coming forward there as he got hit sideways, but did manage to throw the forward motion.
So another big play for the Spartans as they are at the 27-yard line of DeMatha, but facing a 3rd and 10.
Good. He needs some points here soon, Tony. They've been in DeMatha territory most of the game.
6:43 remaining till halftime. Cone stepping up. He's going to take it himself and then slides, but kind of was an in-between slide. Didn't know whether he wanted to stay up or slide, kind of like a baseball player, kind of, well, should I slide to get into second base or stand up?
Yeah, that was a good play by the defensive back there, too, as he was going to hit him and he slid and just, tried best he could not to make any contact at all. He's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and 5 for Holy Spirit.
Cohen's on the sideline. Maybe they're going to use a timeout. Yeah, I think they're going to have to spend a lot of time looking for the back judge to start his count here. Here he comes in the far left-hand corner. 5, 4, 3, 2. Just got it off.
Swing pass.
Oh, it is picked off.
Picked off along the left sideline. It's a foot race now. And he's hit down at the 22-yard line. Coming up to make the pick was DeMatha.
Yeah, 6'3", 230-pound junior defensive end. And I'll tell you what, really good play, good hustle by Trevor Cohen. He ran him down. It looked for sure like it was going to be a touchdown, but they've been throwing that little bubble screen all day and went to the well one too many times, and the big guy stepped in front and flipped the field. So with 5:41 to go, Tony, big turn of events here.
Yeah, that was probably a defensive back. He probably would have taken it to the house.
Oh, for sure. But again, great effort by Trevor Cohen. I mean, he didn't give up on the play. And
so now DeMatha with the football.
see if they try running it here.
They do try to run it to the right side. That's Watson. He gets absolutely nowhere.
Is that Marcus Lewis again, number 33, I believe, for the tackle for Holy Spirit?
I think it was.
He's been very active defensively.
Loss of a couple back to the 25-yard line.
5'10", 205-pound senior linebacker.
Funny, because I talked to A.J. Russo earlier, and it's surprising. He said, you know what, last year, despite how good our offense was, the running game, our defense, that was the stalwart of the team last year. And he just expected it to be just as good this year, if not better. So timeout on the field again, 4:59 remaining, 0-0.
Calvi Electric. Winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvement. And they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com.
So this is the best position that the Stags have been in the entire game via the interception.
Yeah, big flip of the field there, Tony, as you said. It really, Holy Spirit's had the ball in the Stags' territory most of the game.
2nd down and 12 off the 2-yard loss on 1st down. The give off the right side.
And he goes
through at the 5, and he's in for the touchdown.
White was in for a touchdown.
I think it was number 8, Brendan Wyatt. 5'11", 190-pound running back just popped that. They went with a power formation, tight set and just ran the ball up inside, and he's going to go for a touchdown, Tony, of, I guess it's around 18 yards, 20 yards.
I think so.
But I tell you, that's what I really thought they were going to try to do that a little bit more with the freshman quarterback, go power and go size, and that's exactly what he did there.
So at 4:51 of the first half, actually the second quarter, finally somebody gets on the board. Here's the extra point. Teams are lined up and set, and the boot is good by Holbrook. 7-0, and just that quickly off the pick by DeMatha, setting themselves up deep in Holy Spirit territory, and they now have a 7-0 lead. And when you really look back at this first half, the team that's dominated the play is down 7-0.
Yeah, Holy Spirit has really dominated the play. You said they did a tremendous job, and just a pick there that they were not able to survive. And again, that's the first time we've seen that formation, is they went tight with a fullback up behind the guard and just ran power and just able to knock him off the ball. And once he split that first line of defense, he walked into the end zone.
So still time for Holy Spirit here in this second quarter of play. 4:51 left, but that's got to be discouraging when you've been down there into your opposition's territory.
Well, you would definitely say the Holy Spirit's controlled the game to this point before that play. They've really had field position and time of possession, and unfortunately only counts as a scoreboard, and right now they're trailing 7-0.
And add to that the fact that DeMatha's lost their starting quarterback. Holbrook will kick it away. And this one's going to go into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20-yard line.
So another big part of the game is kicking, the third of the game, and the kicking game's been excellent between the punting and kicking the ball in the end zone both times.
The Spartans will activate the football from their 20-yard line. You may hear the wind kicking up in the background here. And we're in the press box.
Feels a lot better than it did yesterday morning here. I know that.
Yeah, it was a little warm.
It was a little toasty yesterday. So let's see if Holy Spirit can rebound from this, Tony, and get a little drive going here before the half.
They trail it now 7-0, and they come out at the 20-yard line. The snap, again, the quick throw to the left flat, complete. Stays on his feet. But I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, little or no yardage there. Is they're really coming up and taking that play away from them now. Yeah, it looks like he lost a yard or two. And that's when earlier they were doing that little, and then they went and got the seam guy, faked outside and tried to get the guy right down the hash mark. Interested to see if they do that again. You just got to make sure that safety over top, he looks him off, because that's who read him and made that last pick.
Second down now and 11 for the Spartans. And as this game has gone on, the defense has gotten better by DeMatha. Here's Cone with the give, looking to swing it wide to the right side and turn the corner, but unsuccessfully so. That was
Michael Weaver, I believe, on the carry that time.
Weaver on the carry.
Once they get you going sideways, Tony, it's a tough battle with a team with this ability. You can't outrun them, and trying to break it free. And the size, they're wearing them down. And the Holy Spirit's got to be careful here not to turn the ball over. 3:38. If you have to, let your defense do their job. They gave up one play, but take your lumps, kick the ball, and play defense.
3rd and 19. And a marker. Offside the call against DeMatha, so that helps a little bit.
Give him a little bit of room. He looked like he was strong, though. He wasn't looking like he was... usually situations it's good for screen, draw, that type of thing. But this team is so athletic, so big, and they read so well that it's something to be very careful, and that'll turn into another 6 points.
Well, plus, thus far, for the most part, Holy Spirit has been devoid of a running game.
Yes.
They don't have to worry about the run, or at
Correct.
least they just forget about it and they just go after the quarterback.
Their running game's been those quick little short passes to the flat. That's basically what their running game's been.
Cone being rushed, rolling out to his left. He's a lefty, so that's not going to bother him, but still will not get the first down as he crosses the 30. Let's see where he may have been out of bounds, around the 22, 23-yard line. They're going to actually mark it near the 25, just short of the 25-yard line, but at least they give him a little bit more room to punt the football.
And there was a 6'6", 270-pound defensive lineman who was running almost with him. That was impressive. Jason Moore was, putting pressure, and he was not losing ground.
Tony Williams for DeMatha.
Here's the kick. High, but not deep at all. Bounces down at the 45-yard line of Holy Spirit. So with 2:46 left in this first half of play, DeMatha with another opportunity, getting excellent field position to start out this drive.
By the way, that Jason Moore at 6'6", 270 is a junior and already has offers from Alabama, University of Florida, and LSU.
Not bad.
Pretty good stock.
Yes, I'd say so.
But yeah, he was impressed with the speed he showed there.
So here they are again, inside the 40-yard line at the 38-yard line of Holy Spirit to start out this drive. Gardner with the give off the left side for really not much. He just did get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, that was Wyatt, who has got the bulk of the carries here in this first half of play and scored the only touchdown.
Again, they went to a spread formation, which allows Holy Spirit's speed on defense to help them. I think very surprised they didn't go back to the power formation that they scored a touchdown on. But it looks like they're in spread again.
Reshifting the offense. Slot formation to the right side. Gardner rolling to his right, throws on the run, and this one is snagged just inside the 30-yard line, reaching high to get it and completing it.
That was a really good catch by Kalen Cobb, 6'4", 200-pound wide receiver, junior. He just snatched that out of the air. Good throw by the freshman quarterback, though.
On the run.
Yes, and he was getting pressure from the backside.
So they now have the football inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Gardner again gives off to Wyatt, right side. Picks up 2, maybe 3.
Back to that little power they go to right side that they scored on. A little different formation, but same area where they ran the touchdown through. Right guard tackle gap.
Give him a pickup of 2 yards. Place it down at the 27-yard line. Make it a 1-yard advance.
Big wide receiver in the slot to the left here.
Again, they're going to run the football. Wyatt breaks free, nearly able to pull it free for a lot more yardage, but he's starting to run very hard, and I think we're starting to see that offensive line as well, Steve, starting to use that size and athleticism against this smaller defensive line of Holy Spirit.
I agree. I think that they're starting to really wear on them a little bit.
First down. Inside the 15 at the 14. Here's Wyatt again with room. Inside the 10. I think they might have found something here.
Yeah, I think that's actually they changed running backs there too. Looks like that's number 5 in there now. Jaden Bacon, I believe, who's a 6', 180-pound running back. So they're shuffling guys in and out there, and they both are really hitting a hole with a lot of authority.
Under center now, Gardner, off play action, rolling to his right. He completes it along the right sideline.
I think he's in.
And for the touchdown.
Play action, and the young freshman just rolled out and found the guy wide open in the corner of the end zone.
Julian Coleman on the catch for the touchdown. DeMatha leads 13-0.
Looked like Coleman was the receiver, Simone Coleman.
So that quickly, it's 13-0 now. The extra point, Holbrook. The kick is good.
14-0. DeMatha.
So with just 27 seconds left in this first half of play.
It's 14-0 DeMatha. Sure Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They are open weekdays until 7, Saturdays till 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. When you visit Cary Stadium this weekend, be sure to visit the tented area produced by the Philadelphia Eagles. During halftime between games, the Eagles offer games and other activities for kids. Eagles cheerleaders will be there along with Swoop, the Eagles mascot, and the Eagles pep band, and lots more. It's all happening at the east end of Cary Stadium.
So, boy, how this game has turned in this second quarter, late in the second quarter, with the interception leading to the touchdown, and then the punt, the short punt, getting the football starting out at around the 45-yard line of Holy Spirit and able to cash that in as well.
Another good kick into the end zone. That's a weapon.
Absolutely.
Holy Spirit does with 27 seconds left in the half. Really, the score is not indicative of the way the first half was played. Holy Spirit actually controlled the play for much of the first half. They had field position, just couldn't take advantage of it. And then the big interception return flipped the field and made all the difference in the world. DeMatha then went to its power game with a run a couple times. And then the young freshman quarterback made a real good play fake there, had a guy wide open for the second touchdown.
So Holy Spirit, will they be aggressive or just
take a knee?
They do. So they'll satisfied, not really, but they're going to have to be satisfied to go in at halftime down 14-0. And don't forget, DeMatha will receive the second half kickoff as well. So we've played one half. 14-0. DeMatha leads Holy Spirit. Battle at the Beach, day 2. Welcome back. We're just about set to start the second half here as DeMatha late in that first half of play put 14 points up on the board. They lead it 14-0. First score coming after an interception. Great interception by DeMatha. Ran it back deep into Holy Spirit territory, and they took it in on a 23-yard run by Watts. And then a short punt led to another score. Gardner tossing it to the wide receiver, Simeon Coleman, for the touchdown. Both extra points were successful, and despite the fact that Holy Spirit really, when you take a look at it, dominated the offensive play in that first half, they find themselves in a 14-0 hole. And, of course, all the scoring done by DeMatha with a freshman quarterback because they lost their starter. Had to go off with an injury, that being Blake Kendall. So impressive the way they came back.
Yeah, it really was. They stemmed the tide with Holy Spirit. Was really moving the ball and having opportunities, but they just could not get a score out of it. And that's what good teams really do, and they were able to hold turn. When they came back, they went to their power game, got that first touchdown, and then ran a couple more times, and then the play fake by the young freshman off of the run was key, and a wide open receiver, he hit him for a touchdown. So he's actually obviously too. This freshman is getting some playing experience. He's probably settled down. His heart rate's probably about half of what it was when he first came into the game now, and he's all he's got to do now is just steer the ship. You know what I mean? They're not looking for him to do anything crazy because they have so many athletes. And they're so strong defensively that it's going to be interesting to see what Holy Spirit tries to do. They did the short pass, and DeMatha's made that adjustment, I think. Now they're going to have to try to get people in the seams or hook up in the area somewhere else.
So kicking it off, Mason Forte. Back to receive it is Winston, along with Cody Williams.
Mason Forte,
And Forte kicks it out of bounds. That's a penalty, obviously.
Yeah, it's that little chip shot kickoff they try to get about the 20-yard line, but it goes out of bounds, unfortunately.
That means that DeMatha will get excellent field position to start this drive off.
Yeah.
And we
I
talked
believe it
about,
goes to the 35, does it not?
I think it's a 35 or where it goes out of bounds, whichever one.
35 is ever better, right?
Yeah,
35-yard line, yep.
okay.
So they will have the football. Here's at the 37-yard line. We're going to put it down.
Must have been where the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah. So Gardner again, the quarterback, just the freshman. Running the show here for DeMatha. They give off the right side for nothing, losing yardage on the play.
Yeah, real good surge that time. Looked like Robert McDevitt, the junior defensive lineman. Number 44 was in there to make that tackle.
Wyatt got the call, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage. You know, we were talking earlier, Steve, about how field position and special teams could really affect this game. When you take a look at the two drives that DeMatha scored, they started off in great field position, one via the interception, the other short punt by Holy Spirit. Gardner rolling right. Gardner throwing on the run, too strong at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, again, they on first down, they went spread and tried to run, lost yardage. Second down, they tried a young freshman on sprint out with a single receiver, trying to protect him a little bit more, but even the big wide receiver couldn't get to that one as he was under pressure and had to throw it away.
So that'll bring up a third down.
Interesting to see what they call here.
Gerald Campbell, the intended receiver.
They got that power formation to the left here with the extra blocking back.
3rd and 12. Here's Wyatt again. Has room.
And
Breaks
that's
the
what they
line
did.
of scrimmage. In a foot race along the right sideline. Continues to pull away, and he's caught from behind at the 20-yard line. I mean, they looked like they had him hemmed in, but then once he turned the corner, just turned on the after jets, and he was gone.
Again, they had that up back as an extra blocker. He comes across the formation, makes a good block at the point of contact. Real good block by the wide receiver. That's Tyler Stewart, number 1 for DeMatha, and really got to see him. And he just took off. As you said, the speed was outstanding, and Holy Spirit was lucky to track him down where they did.
Ball going to be marked at the 22-yard line. So again, DeMatha's threatening. Gardner, wide again off the right side, bounces off the tackler, but then grabbed and thrown back at the 20-yard line, a couple of yards on the carry.
Holy Spirit's getting good penetration at this point. They're getting just missing a couple tackles now, but that time they were able to hold him to a short gain.
I think for Holy Spirit, this is a key point in the bowl game. I mean, they don't really want to go down 21-0.
No, that would be tough to come back from, but if they make a stop here.
Gardner again goes
Right side.
To
Touchdown.
the touchdown off the right side. And again, it's Brandon Wyatt.
Same side. They've been pounding right side. They're really starting to take control of the offensive line there and just using, their strength, obviously, to take control of the game. Here it is here. They got a pull and guard from the left side. 55 came around, made a real good block. I mean, they just really get after people. 55 is 80 and Stair, a 6'1", 280-pound lineman. Made a key block there.
Holbrook again to attempt. And it is good. So now 21-0. DeMatha on top of Holy Spirit. 9:59 left in this third quarter of play.
Rodeo Catering. If you're planning a party and want to make it special, get It's a Rodeo. Custom on-site catering involved. Rodeo Catering has provided a wide variety of food and drink to gatherings all over New Jersey. From birthday parties or wedding receptions, spectacular tailgating at major sporting events. When you plan your next event, make your first call to John Rodeo at 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo Custom Catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. I'd like to remind everybody who should city looking forward to the fall. America's greatest family resort. Fall events kick off with a street ride show on September 11th and 12th. The Boardwalk Aerobatic Air Show flies over Ocean City on September 19th. And return to the fall block party is October 9th. A new event, Dog Day, invites man best friend to enjoy a day on the boardwalk on October 23rd. Look for these events and more until we can celebrate the new year with First Night on December 31st in Ocean City.
Roman and Stewart back to receive Holbrook's kickoff. Now down 21-0. This one again over their heads and into the end zone.
Bunkers in the end zone.
Just
Boys throwing the ball at the 20-yard line.
Here's a weapon.
So still plenty of time. There's still 9:59 left in the third quarter. So that's the good part. The bad part is they're down 21-0.
Yeah, and they've offensively have really become a little stagnant here. Have not been able to do much after they had the short passing game going early. Looks like DeMatha has figured that out, and they're going to have to try something else.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, we talked about it earlier, they're just disregarding the pass. It makes it a lot easier.
Little pitch.
Quick toss to the right side, but nothing really there. That was to Roman.
Yeah, that was a pitch which is akin to the short passes they were throwing early. It's the same thing, just trying to get to an edge. Use their speed because inside they're just so overmatched with size.
Loss of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 19.
2nd and 10.
Reminds me kind of those wishbone teams. Remember back in the day?
Absolutely.
They'd run, but if they got behind big, it was really very difficult for them to throw the football. They just weren't used to it, and that's kind of like the situation here for Holy Spirit, not being able to.
He's got him
run
open.
The football. This one is down.
Oh,
the
what a great
field.
recovery.
Yeah, at the 33-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you what, had a step. At number 2, made a great recovery, and Kevin Winston, that Penn State commit, read the receiver. I did not catch receiver, Tony, but I'll tell you what, it was just a tad underthrown. It looked like it was number 6 for Holy Spirit, Jamar Smith, who had a couple steps, but could not make the play as the ball was just a tad underthrown. And let me tell you something. He made a great play he just looked at his eyes, and when he saw his head, he threw his hands up, and it just enough to deflect it. It was a touchdown.
And he had very good protection on that particular play. Had all the time in the world. Back to pass again, and our whistle stops play. False start.
It's like a procedure of false start.
Take it back to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 15.
I didn't see who it was, but that time looked like number 6. Jason Moore had, whoever's trying to block him, looked like he had roller skates on. He was moving him pretty quickly to the back. And remember, Jason Moore's 6'6", 270. And probably runs a 4.6, something like that. It's why he's going to Alabama or Florida or LSU.
Going again. Left flat, throws, completes. Roman across the 30, run out of bounds around the 33.
Yep, going to be a little short. Roman's showing great speed there, though, as he really got to the corner, and looks like some guys had angles on him. It was a little bit of replay, and he just really put on the Jets there and made it a good pickup. Makes it manageable, although it is 4th down.
Well, they're down 21-0. Still plenty of time in this 3rd quarter. So
And it looks like they are going for it.
yeah, a little bit of a surprise here.
Yeah, a little early for that. But
Or they may just be trying to draw them off sides.
yeah, Holy Spirit did a lot of this last year, if you remember. You got an extra receiver out here. Throw the inside slant. They got him.
And they throw it.
And
Stewart
there it is.
makes the catch, elevating to make the reception.
Great read there.
Yeah, for the first down.
He had that inside slant as they had the guy play off him on the outside shoulder if he could get the ball to him. Stewart made a great play. Here it comes inside, right down the seam. Great catch by Stewart. Great throw by Trevor Cohen. That's a big play because that was a 4th down play, Tony. So
Yeah, they don't make that. DeMatha's in business again.
see if they can turn that into some points.
Trips to the right side for Holy Spirit. Down 21-0. 8:20 left. Again, the pitch to the right side. This one again to Roman. Roman picks up 4, maybe 5, across the 40-yard line to the 43.
Yeah, it's a shame there. The receiver there couldn't hold his block long enough for Roman to get by him. The DB came off and made that tackle. Otherwise, he might have split that and gone a long way. But that's what's hard. These defensive backs are so big and so strong that they're hard. It's hard for the offensive backs to block them. And that's a Dante Lovett, 6'1", 185, playing a corner here, and you're trying to hold him off on the screen. It's tough to block someone like that.
2nd down and 5. Cone throws, tempting to the right side. This one incomplete at the 40-yard line.
A little timing route there, a little back shoulder throw for Jaden Lanus. That's a tall timing play there. It's just off just a little bit.
So now that'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
I think the Holy Spirit game plan sound, though, Tony, as they're trying these rhythm passes, where they're getting the ball out of his hands and trying to hit a seam or trying to hit a guy on a stop. Once they took away those little flare passes, they had to move on to something else.
Trips to the left side on a 3rd and 5 from their own 43-yard line. Cone,
Got
good
time.
protection. Throws this one intended for Stewart, right side, but He just could not get there.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. They had two receivers really close there. And again, looks like Holy Spirit's going to go for it.
Able to convert last time out on the completion to Stewart. See what they come up with here. 21-0. DeMatha on top. 7:30 left, third quarter.
Well, there goes 5. That's going to be first down, I believe.
They walk it off, and it's going to be a little short. It looks like from here it's going to be short by about a yard.
Nope, they're going to give it to him.
Are they? Look at that.
Yeah, I don't think that the chain was quite to the hash mark over there in the blue. It's hard
Okay.
to see white on white over there, but
It is first down. You're right.
they did give it to him. It was, and that looked like that was a predetermined hard count there. They waiting to use that, and it turned out good for him there. That was a fourth down play.
Yeah, whatever you have to do to try to score some points, keep this drive alive, and they did it there. Trips to the left side for Holy Spirit. At the 48-yard line, Cone.
Got time.
Yeah, throws to the right side. Their miscommunication there. He threw it as if the receiver was going to break out, and he cut in.
Yeah, again, that was Lanos. They were on the wrong page for some reason. 6'2 junior, 205 pound from Mays Landing. He ran an in route, and Trevor Cohen was throwing the out.
And that's, as we mentioned earlier, where things can get very dangerous if you're throwing one way and the receiver's going the other.
Yeah, but it's better to throw the out by mistake than the in. When nobody's in the in,
That's right.
There's usually a foreign jersey in there. They'll catch that one.
Off the incompletion, it's second down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Trips to the left side. Roman in motion.
Up in press coverage this time.
Here's Cone. Pump fake now. Rolls left, throws on the run. He's got a wide open receiver inside the 40-yard line. He's inside the 30 and finally knocked out inside the 20 at the 24-yard line.
Boy, real good scramble drill that time by Trevor Cohen and the receiver to respond.
Is that Lelos?
It looked like, it did look like, no, it looked like Sean Burns, number 15, I believe.
15, okay.
We checked the replay here, but I believe it was 15 Sean Burns. Fakes to his left, rolls back and finds the guy open. Gets down inside the 30. Yeah, it was Sean Burns, number 15 for Holy Spirit. Makes that catch.
The Holy Spirit looking to finally get some points on the board after being deep in DeMatha territory a number of times in the first half. Here's Cone, has to get rid of it, finds Roman, but he just could not hang on.
Had a little room that time, too, as the receivers really drove off the ball. Roman and Burns both have taken guys deep in the end zone, so if he'd have got him that ball on a swing pass, could have done a little damage.
Off the incompletion, second down and 10.
Good sustained drive here by Holy Spirit, though, and as you said, if they can get one in the end zone here, maybe change the direction of this ball game.
At the 25-yard line, Cone again looking to throw. Sets, fires deep downfield. This one incomplete. Overthrowing the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was a tough throw in the middle of the field as Robert Hart, the defensive back, came on a blitz, was right in his face, and Trevor Cohen threw it off his back foot. And you throw late down the middle of the field. Good things usually don't happen, and he was fortunate that time it wasn't picked.
So that'll bring up a third and 10 for the Spartans, down 21-0, looking to get on the board here. Still 6:32 left in this third quarter.
And it's still Saturday. Although we're getting close.
Yeah, that's true. The battle at the beach will undoubtedly span 2 days here. in the second day. The throw deep to the right side. That's incomplete.
Got to be interference there.
We're getting an interference call, no question about it.
Yep. Good throw that time. Back shoulder throw to Jameer Smith, number 6. Unfortunately not unfortunately, but the rule in high school is 15 yards. It's not a spot foul, so they'll get 15 from line of scrimmage and get a first down.
So that'll move them 15 yards
15-yard penalty, first down.
closer.
About the 12 maybe.
Yeah, it looks that way.
We're into the orange and the yellow and the black lines now, so it gets a little more confusing.
Well, they were at the 25, I believe, so probably it's half the distance because they can't walk off 15. Or do they?
Well, it's not inside the 20. They do walk 15, so.
Okay. Here's the toss to Roman.
Got room. He could get in.
Roman
Cuts it.
to the 2-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds.
Good job that time by the right side of the offensive line. Jason Lewis was part of that. Javen McGee, Justin McNulty, they all, have been a couple year starters, and they did a real nice job there of really giving him his first chance to really have some room to do something. And makes it second and short, so they have a couple plays they can use here, Tony. They can get a first down.
Yeah. Place down, it appears at the 3-yard line.
And they're still on the spread.
Cone looks left, now back to the right. Reversing field, has to get rid of it, and he throws to the right side. This one incomplete. Really just tried to find Lelos, but most importantly, just wanted to get rid of the football.
Yeah, it was getting dangerous there. He was going the wrong way and did a nice job of getting rid of the ball.
3rd down and a yard. So if they went for it deep in their own territory on 4th down, they're going for it here, right? Down 21-0.
As we talked earlier, this is the part of being a spread offense that sometimes makes it tough is short yardage. I would think they might just have Trevor Cohen try to keep it since they got another blocker in there.
6'1", 190-pounder is Cone. And he is going to take it straight off the right side to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
That's what they're looking for. And we have, what's going on? The officials are
unsportsmanlike conduct, the call against Holy Spirit. The question is, yes,
it's a dead ball, so it's after the play, yes.
So Holy Spirit finally getting on the board. They've been down there so many times before, not quite this close, but they've been down there and finally able to punch it in this time.
Yep, and they need 11 guys on the field.
That helps.
Good snap.
Forte, the kick.
Oh.
And it is good. So now 21-7 the count here from Cary Field, Cary Stadium, whatever you'd like to call it, in Ocean City, and we've got a ball game.
Yeah, 21-7, as you said, they need to stop here and get another score, and it really could change the complexion of the game. Live video coverage of this game from West Jersey Football League's first Battle of the Beach has been produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sport Talk and Sports X Network. The executive producers are Ari Blumstein, Dean Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik was our producer at Cary Stadium. Diego Reynoso, our videographer. Join us tomorrow starting at noon for 3 more games. To watch that action, return to primeevents.net and select video streaming from the menu. Also, like to remind you that Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street and Boardwalk in Ocean City is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. They'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. Summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them at gillians.com.
So Holy Spirit finally gets on the board. Be kicking it away here. Forte will kick it from his 25-yard line because of that unsportsmanlike conduct being assessed on the kickoff.
And they've been trying to pooch kick it all game. Wonder what they're going to try to do here. They pooch kick it now. They really give good field position if they don't get it. Maybe something low and hard here would be a... And that's what he tried to do.
Bounces down at the 35-yard line, picked up. Angling to the right side, breaks free, has him one man to beat, but it's going to come back.
Yep.
Penalty markers are down.
There's 3 or 4 penalty markers. There's a Spirit player down at the 50. He gets up and makes his way off. Good to see.
65-yard return by Winston. It's coming back.
Everybody that had a flag threw in on that play. I think one came out of the press box. Everybody saw it.
Hearing some talk here that it's a targeting call, and that could call for an ejection. We'll have to wait and see what the officials decide.
You on a replay too, and again, it was the old crackback block, which is illegal anymore. It used to be probably they don't allow it anymore.
Holding, that's decline.
And they're calling the personal foul. Again, it does not look like they've ejected anyone.
No, they have not. At least we have not seen it.
It is a 15-yard penalty.
Ball is moved back to the 46-yard line. And you haven't seen Holy Spirit really getting upset about there not being an ejection.
No, they've taken a couple big hits, though.
They have, yeah.
They need a turnover or stop here is what they need.
Here's Wyatt, left side. Another marker is down.
Yeah, there's a hold right there. Correct, but there's definitely is a holding penalty.
Cameron Fry at 6'5", 290. It's amazing, Steve, the size of these offensive and defensive linemen compared to when you played.
Oh. Linemen back then, 200 if you're lucky.
Even in college, I remember those old Alabama teams. Their linemen were 185, 200, something like that. It was no more.
And if you ran a 4.600, you were a scat back. Now you run a 4.6, you're an offensive lineman. It's crazy.
It is. Another marker.
It's getting a little sloppy now. You got to give DeMatha a lot of credit, though, losing their quarter that early to come back and put 21 points on the board and really control this game until recently. Here, Holy Spirit's got a chance to get back in it, but says a lot about their program.
Ball moved back to the 25-yard line, 1st and 22. The give again to Wyatt. He has room. Wyatt cuts to the outside across the 40. He's to the 44-yard line. Nice running back is Wyatt.
He's been their offense since they've lost their quarterback early in the game. He made the big run early for the touchdown, and he's had a couple others called back, but he is really quick. There he is again off the right side. Made one guy miss, makes another guy miss. Guys, when you're getting air when you try to tackle somebody, it's tough, especially with the speed he has.
2nd and 13 from the 44.
Quarterback keep that time.
Yeah, across the 45-yard line to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, they went fake the left side there. It pulled the ball almost like a little belly keep there, and good job by the defensive left side of Holy Spirit there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 8 or 9 yards to go.
And Gardner really is, you really have to say, as a freshman, has done a fine job coming in.
I couldn't agree with you more. The first series there, he looked a little shaky, but once he got his footing, made some heady plays. Real nice play action pass for a touchdown.
Third down and 9. He will throw. Oh, he is hit high and hard, and the ball just popped up in the air.
That could have been the break Holy Spirit was looking for, and it's a shame because they had a defender in the area. It looked to be like maybe Marcus Lewis. He just did not see the ball in the air. It was just a shame. He just didn't see the ball in the air because that would have been an interception, and he had a little room to run.
A lot of pressure there in his face. Stewart back to receive this punt. Holbrook will kick it. Stewart back to his own 20-yard line, and Holbrook, as we have seen, has a good leg with the wind at his back right here.
Good snap. Nice kick.
Stewart calls for the fair catch, and they don't let him catch it.
Smart play by Stewart, though, as he felt a little crowded. Just get away from it.
So Holy Spirit has the football again. Still a long second quarter. Third quarter.
2:38. Yeah, it seems like we've been here forever.
Don't you dare say second quarter.
2:38 in the third quarter, 21-7. If there's all DeMatha, Holy Spirit made this, got a touchdown, got a stop here. They can get another score here. It's going to make this game very interesting.
No question. Cone, the snap. Toss to the right side, cutting inside, driving across the 25-yard line to the 27, it appears.
Jamar Smith did the best he could there at 5'11", 175, but, you got a defensive back out there. The defensive end was split out on him, and he's, he's 6'1", 265. How's he going to block? It's just physically impossible. He tried to shield him the best he could, and they got 5 yards out of it. That's really doing a fine job.
2nd and 5, trips to the left side for the Spartans. Cone again will throw. Cone, good protection. Yeah, sends it deep down the left side, and this one is fortunate that it wasn't picked off because there was no receiver in the area, but there were 2 white shirts.
Yeah, it looked like it came off his hand a little funny at time, like he lost a grip or something, because he was trying to throw down the outside hash, and you said it ended up in the middle of the field. You said fortunately there was no defensive players there.
So now 3rd down and 5.
Again, I'm sure it's 4-down territory. Holy Spirit does that in the first quarter, so I'm sure they're going to get 2 pops at it here.
At the 27-yard line, down 21-7. Again, trips to the left side. Cone with the snap. Cone throws to the left side, the swing to Roman. Roman with a blocker in front, spinning, but he's going to be short of the first down by a couple of yards along the left sideline.
Yeah, that's the play they've been running the whole game, and sometimes they're able to slip a tackle and get the first down, but again, it's going to bring up a 4th and looks like 1. I'm sure they're going to go for it.
And you're right, with an offense that they have this year, really no running game to speak of, at least in this game.
No, they only attempted to run, a handful of times. Gavin Roman, or will Trevor Cohen keep himself?
4th down. The toss to the right side, and this will go absolutely nowhere. Immediately hit as soon as he got the football. Is that Roman?
Yeah, it appears to be. I'll tell you what, they tried that quick pitch, and it was just, that's all they've been doing, and DeMatha just right up the field and, lost about 5 yards on the play. That's a big play and real good defensive play and sniffed out by DeMatha.
Yeah, they were waiting for it, really.
They sure were. I was surprised they didn't try to maybe go up the middle with Trevor Cohen with somebody leading a block, but all right, they got to have a stop here, Tony. Even though there's 46 seconds left, it just changed the complexion of the game. They flipped the field on them again.
At the 24-yard line,
quarterback keep.
Gardner off the fake to Wyatt. Looks to keep it himself, but nothing really there. May have gotten a yard, but not much more, if that.
You got a new running back in the game here, Jaden Bacon, number 5 for DeMatha.
6 foot, 180-pound senior. Giving Wyatt a break.
Looks like they're going to let the quarter run out here with 14 seconds left.
Both teams are retreating to their respective sidelines. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. DeMatha on top, 21-7.
Tulsa Consulting can help you. Tulsa Consulting specializes in labor management relations as well as government relations. With over 30 years of experience, Tulsa Consulting is capable of meeting all your labor relations needs. Call Rich Tulson at 609-468-0704. Rich is a 1976 graduate of Ocean City High School, a proud former Raider, and happy to be part of the Battle at the Beach in Cary Stadium, the best setting for high school football in New Jersey. Again, we'd like to remind you that live video coverage of the West Jersey League's first Battle of the Beach is being produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and Sports X Network. The executive producers are Ari Bloomstein, Dean Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik is our producer at Cary Stadium, and Diego Reynoso is our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to primeevents.net and selecting live video streaming from the menu.
So DeMatha with the football. 2nd and 11 as we begin quarter number 4.
Start the fourth quarter, DeMatha has the ball for Holy Spirit. 28.
Gardner, the freshman quarterback, has played most of the way due to the injury to their starter, Kendall. They give off the left side for 3.
Yeah, you would think that DeMatha is just going to use their strength and power here, try to power in the end zone for another score here.
They lead at 21-7. 3rd down and 9. And a whistle.
Got to be a procedure penalty.
Let him force him back 5 more yards.
5-yard penalty.
Bring up a 3rd and 14
That'll open up the playbook a little bit more.
for the Stags. Gardner looking to throw quickly to the left side. He's got his receiver, but he's down pretty much immediately after the catch, looking to cut it back.
Yeah, that was a little wide receiver screen. They tried to run him from the outside back in and get a couple linemen out there in front of him, but Holy Spirit did a good job of getting to the point of attack before the offensive lineman could get out there and make the blocks.
Gerald Campbell on the reception. And they're going to be going for it here. 4th and 12. Key play in this ball game.
See, they throw up one of these big wide receivers down the bottom of the field here.
Rolling right, Gardner throwing. Leading the receiver too much out of bounds, and Holy Spirit is held. They will take over on downs.
Yeah, good backside pressure that time by Holy Spirit, too, is coming from the backside at full speed. Didn't quite get there, but the quarterback could tell he's coming with Jaden Alanis.
Defender receiver was Christian Tate. Holy Spirit will take over at their own 27-yard line, 28-yard line. So another opportunity, and they've had opportunities in this game, and there's still plenty of time left, 10:34.
One big play away from really making it interesting.
Trip formation to the left side for the Spartans. Cohn sets, throws to the right side, and this one is caught. Didn't know if he was in bounds or not at the 44-yard line, but he was.
Elijah Stewart, again, that's a back shoulder throw. That's a design play where the defensive back is playing inside coverage there. You throw it to his back shoulder. He stops It's indefensible if you have good timing, and that was perfect that time for Holy Spirit. Great throw by Trevor Cohen there.
Mark it at the 43-yard line. In trips to the left side. Campbell on the outside of the trips. Give off the right side. A running play. A rarity.
He got about 7 or 8 yards. Off the right side there again, that experienced offensive line they have. And they threw the ball a lot last year, but they really did a nice job that time running the ball.
Pickup of 6 to the 49. Same setup to the left side, trips. Cone throws deep down the right side, and this one is incomplete. Good coverage on that play.
Yeah, almost intercepted. Thrown a little bit behind the receiver there, and was not able quite to get it where he wanted to. Good coverage, though. They're down in probably long 4, Tony, almost 5, and they got 2 shots here to get the first down.
Dante Lovett defending on the play.
They got miscommunication, but they got away with it.
Yeah, the give off the right side, and he picks up the first down.
Michael Weaver that time, and look, the mesh point was a little. They ran into each other a little bit, Cohen and Weaver, but Weaver made a real good run around the right side and is going to get that first down.
I think that as the season goes along, they're probably going to run the football a little bit more than they have tonight, because I don't know if you can just go through, the entire season without running the football some.
Yeah, they have some experienced offensive linemen for sure, but it's the size of DeMatha is just, it's hard to run against a team this big. But I agree. I think you'll see more of the running game when they get someone who's not quite as big. I mean, this is a huge team. This is a college-sized team right here. It's tough to move those people when you run the ball.
First down.
Same play.
Right side, along the right sideline. Appears to have yet another first down. They may have found something here with the running game.
Yeah, they do a quick, again, just sprinting around the right side. Weaver, again, taking the inside handoff. And be able to seal that right end. The short side of the field, they're defending what they call the field side, which is a wide side, so you go back to the boundary. Short side, you get the one block on the corner. Usually there's less number of defenders over there, and you can make some yardage. Good play selection, good execution that time by Holy Spirit.
Plus, now it gives DeMatha something else to think about. They don't just have to defend the pass, they have to worry about the run.
For sure.
Trips to the left side. Cone, the toss to the left side again. Weaver to the 30-yard line.
Pick up another maybe close to 4 or 5 yards they're going to give him there. Just that quick pitch again from the open set. He just beat the corner and make the yards that you can.
So Holy Spirit on the drive here, mixing it up with the run and the pass.
Jesse Bartlett, the senior offensive lineman, made a real nice block on the outside that time for Holy Spirit.
At the 29-yard line of DeMatha. Cone. Again the give, this time to Roman. Cuts free, but then they grab him by the jersey and just tug him down.
That was a big hand that came in here and just grabbed his jersey. It was number 62. I don't see 62, maybe 63. Yeah, Cameron Fry, 6'5", 290. It looked like whoever it was for them, they were just grabbed the hold of his shirt and he just stopped like his feet were moving in the water.
3rd and a yard for the Spartans. They'll throw it here.
Got plenty of time.
Yeah, Cone now rolling out to his left, looking for somewhere to go and just throws it away.
They were going for the big play there, 3rd and 1. Now they're in a situation like they were before with 4th and 1. Remember, they tried to come and run the ball. Did not work out.
Interesting how they have a 3rd and 1. They don't run it.
Intentional grounding.
Oh, they're calling intentional grounding there.
Yeah.
That's a big play.
And that is a loss of down, which makes it even worse.
Yep.
Fourth down.
Ball moved back to the 39-yard line. They need the 25.
Yep. 4th and 15 approximately.
So that penalty really turned things around.
Certainly did. Let's see what they have. See if they try to hit a seam or something here. They got 5 receivers out.
At the 39, the empty backfield.
Got to let it go.
Rolling to his right is Cone.
There's a flag.
Cone still changing direction. Getting a block from his offensive lineman. Still setting and throwing to the left sideline. It's complete to Lalos, but I think this one's coming back. It's all for naught because I think there was holding as he rolled out to his right. Almost looked like one of the offensive linemen tackled one of the defensive linemen.
And they have an eligible player downfield also. Another flag here after you ran back and forth. The offensive lineman had to give it up. They both declined. It's going to change. Ball's going to have to go over to DeMatha.
They didn't make the first down anyway, so why accept a penalty?
Right, they had 2 choices. They neither one of them.
6:55 left in this 4th quarter. Ball goes back over to DeMatha, leading at 21-7. From the 29-yard line. Gardner with a give off the left side. Wyatt again breaks free.
Going.
He could take it the distance. At the 30, he's ahead of everyone to the house.
70 yards.
He's been impressive.
He really has. They put a lot of load on his shoulders once the quarterback went out, and he's done a tremendous job. That was a 70-yard, made a couple guys missed, and what he does so well, Tony, is once he gets through the line of scrimmage, he's not going left or right. He's going up the field, running through some tackles.
That could have sealed it for DeMatha. And now lead it 27-7, and Holbrook will attempt to make it 28. And he does. 28-7. DeMatha on top of Holy Spirit with 6:42 left in this ball game.
Calvi Electric, winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business. We offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements. And they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com.
6:42 left in this ball game, and we have now passed the witching hour.
I was just going to say that. It's tomorrow.
So Holbrook will kick it away.
Well, we have a moment. We're going to remind you about Johnson's Popcorn, known all over Delaware Valley, specialized in delicious caramel corn. We're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City.
Yeah, you don't see that very much in high school football. Defensive.
Especially around the line of scrimmage.
Holding against DeMatha. Penalty.
All moved across the 30 to the 32-yard line, we'll call it.
You wonder if it was a defensive lineman holding an offensive lineman so they couldn't make the switch when they were trying to run a stunt. That happens sometimes.
Okay.
But just seemed to be thrown in the middle of the field.
Does give him a first down. At the 32-yard line, 5:52 remaining in the ball game. Cone, again, they'll run it, breaking a tackle at the line of scrimmage and sprinting forward.
Nice run there that time by number 26, George Coles, a senior, 5'7", 165 pounds.
Very quick.
Very quick.
Second and 4. And the Spartans don't seem to really be in any real hurry here.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. They still have taken their time, walking to the sideline, get to play.
Cone, off play action, throws to the right flat. It's complete, then dropped at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, not able to hold on that one was Tamar Jones. Well thrown ball. But again, the pressure's been relentless on Trevor Cohen all night. Hasn't been able to set his feet much.
Now 3rd and 4 from 39-yard line. Clock stops off the incompletion. 28-7 the score. DeMatha. Of course, DeMatha has a long ride back to Maryland, so they're going to
Tonight.
Yes, tonight.
Or it's this morning, I guess.
Yes. Cohen being rushed, flushed out, rolling to the left, going to take it himself. Out of bounds at 45-yard line. That'll pick up the first down. By the time they get out of here, it'll probably be, I don't know, 12:30, quarter of 1.
Oh, at least. It's a 4-hour ride, right?
I think it's 3.
Only 3? Okay.
Only 3. And of course, when they get back, then you have to have somebody pick them up. The parents got to get up real early.
Hope a lot of guys left their cars and they'll take the underclassmen.
Oh.
It's got to be a nightmare, huh?
But at least they got the game in, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
not that big of a deal for Holy Spirit because they live right here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's quite a commitment though for them to come up here. Not staying overnight, and they even agreed to play the game, the late game. Knew it was going to
Right.
be,
That's
obviously
true.
not this late, but still, it just goes to show these teams that have these national programs, they'll go anywhere and play anybody, and hopefully we'll see them back here again because they're a treat to watch. Really, there's a lot of names we call tonight that you're going to see on TV in the next couple of years playing in some big-time college programs, I believe.
Oh, no question. I mean, even if the game started on time at 8 p.m. and you figure 3 hours, it's going to be 11 before it's done. They're still going to get back a lead. So you're right that they agreed to play the last game and not agree to stay over.
I'd like to have? I'd like to have the food concession on the way home for these guys. There's some big gentlemen there. They're going to eat a lot of food, I think.
Early breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Rolling right cone.
Look at 51 chasing him down.
Back the other way.
It's 24.
Now a marker. I don't know if he was pushed from behind or what. But giving chase was...
They're picking it up.
Okay. Dean Migza, of course, he was the player that kind of turned this game around in the early going with that interception, number 24.
I think it was a good no call by the official as they picked the flag up. Look, he tried to avoid him and get his hands on him.
Well, you heard some of the folks up here maybe in the background saying, pick up the flag, will you please? They want to get out of here. They've been here all day from 11 a.m. and it's 12:10 a.m. Second and 10 from the 44. Give to the left side and nothing there at all. Again, the great penetration.
Big number 99, right? Santana Williams, 6'1", 270 pounds, a sophomore.
Yeah, it just took George Cole and threw him down like a rag doll, as they say. They're a talented team. There's no question about it.
Oh,
of course,
absolutely.
the whole season, I think, hinges on the severity of the injury to their starting quarterback. If they get him back quickly, or rather quickly, they have a great opportunity to have a great season, which they normally do.
Yeah, I think you'd see them in the these national games on TV that you see for the mythical national high school champion. They're that good, I think. Try to feather that one over to defender. A little too tall. Again, trying to throw over Brendan Wyatt. Big defensive back there.
Appeared it was intended again for George Coles. Now 4th and 14, and they will not go for it here. Stewart will be punting. Cody Williams back to receive it.
They only had 10 guys in the field, so they're going to call a timeout. .344 left. If you remind you of the United Wine Bar, Old World Tuscany, Main Street, USA. The United Wine Bar, right in the center of downtown Hamilton. Custom-built wine bar says it all. Provides each guest with a look, feel, and taste of Old World Italian tradition. Anada's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages available by glass or bottle. And the full bar includes signature martinis and craft beer. Enjoy lunch, dinner, and live music. Anada Wine Bar is perfect for private parties. The Anada Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue, in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or book your next event.
Stewart will attempt to punt once they walk off the penalty. 5 yards. .344 remaining. Cody Williams stands at his own 33-yard line. Stewart with a kick. End over end, hits at around the 38-yard line, gets a slight DeMatha roll to around the 42-yard line, and that's where they will get it going. Probably just looking to run out the clock here.
Yeah, you would think they would just keep the ball on the ground, and a couple first downs should do it.
But the way they've been running the football, you never know. I mean,
well, yeah, we'll see if. I think we see a couple new players in here. It's number 22. It looks like Joshua Jefferson, 5'9", 205-pound sophomore running back is in the game.
I think it might be Cody Williams at quarterback here. Is that number 18? And
18 or 19, it's hard to tell.
Let's see when he turns.
It's still 19, still Denzel Gardner.
Give off the right side for...
But he's going out now. Or maybe he's just going to the sideline to get a play.
Yeah. Under 3 minutes. Has the play. Brendan Wyatt still in the ball game at running back, who's had a tremendous evening. Wyatt gets the call, bounces off tacklers, still driving for extra yard. It takes a whole host of the Spartans to bring him down.
This is always a controversial thing that I get involved talking about sometimes. That, well, why are those starters in there now? I know they're seniors, they want to get their yards and recognition, but he gets hurt. The game's over. Doesn't make much sense to me, and yet it seems more and more teams do that. I mean, around here you see it often too, where they have a big lead and they lead their starters in toward the end of the game, and Just hope nobody ever gets hurt in a situation like that, because that would be terrible. But unfortunately, that does happen sometimes.
Sure.
I mean, the way he's running tonight, why take a chance to get him hurt at this point?
I agree. Gardner, the give off the right side, bouncing off tacklers. It is a new back. He's driving forward to the 35-yard line.
Jefferson on the carry.
Getting the call, that was Jefferson Joshua.
He's just 5'9", 205.
Joshua Jefferson, I
He's
should
just
say.
5'9", 205. Another small running back. Class of 2024. Looks him a sophomore, right?
Yeah. Gets the call again.
Oh.
Hit high and hard.
Lost his helmet. Really nice form tackle, though. Looked like Michael Francisco, senior linebacker.
Excellent player for the Spartans on defense. Kalen Cobb in the ball game for the Stags.
And they're going to take a knee. With 49 seconds to do it twice, and that's all they need to do.
Ready,
25 seconds. They may not even make them do that. See if they said it or not. Good effort by Holy Spirit, Tony, especially early. They really had some opportunities to make a ball game. It just couldn't cash in with the field position they had, and DeMatha shows you why they're a national power.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, if you can do what they did after losing your starting quarterback, of course they have that tremendous size and athletic ability on both lines, and that helps a lot. And also they have Holbrook, who can kick the football very well, but that's going to do it. Holy Spirit goes down to DeMatha, 28-7. Recapping, second quarter. Brendan Wyatt, 23-yard touchdown. Point after was good. 27 seconds left till halftime. Touchdown pass by Gardner. Point after touchdown was good. 14-0. That was thrown to Simeon Coleman. 9:59 of the third. Again, Wyatt, 20-yard touchdown run. Point after good. 21-0. Then Holy Spirit finally got on the board. Taking it in was Cone, 2 yards. Point after was good, 21-7. And then capping it off, putting the icing on the cake, a 70-yard run by Brandon Wyatt. Point after was good, 28-7. And as you mentioned, Steve, Holy Spirit, you take a look at that first half film, they're going to go back and say we missed opportunities. We were down in their territory, DeMatha territory, a number of times. They just could not get any points on the board, whether it be penalties or mistakes, what have you. And then once that happened, Gardner kind of got acclimated to the game as a freshman. They got that big interception that set up. They got set up deep in the Holy Spirit territory, and then the short kick again, good field position. It was a matter of field position, the turnover, and also the kicking game. And in the end, really, both lines started to assess themselves, or assert themselves, I should say, and take control of the ball game.
Yeah, Holy Spirit, nothing to be ashamed. They competed with a national team here and did a really nice job. I mean, they did everything they had. They were obviously outmanned size-wise. They game plan was solid. They tried short passes, and they knew they couldn't run up inside against this team. And they had opportunities, like you said earlier. But then when you're playing a more talented team, as obviously DeMatha is with these college athletes, you have to take advantage of every break you got. And Holy Spirit wasn't able to do that early, and therefore it just turned into a slugfest. And they weren't going to win that, not with the size of this team. And they have some very good players with some very good. Lineage, they're going to Penn State. They're being recruited by Alabama. You're talking about players at a national level. That these are some of the best in the country.
Tremendous program is DeMatha Catholic. Produced some top players that you've heard of, Chase Young being probably one of the most recent players to come out of this program, but they are a national power, no question about it. So that concludes day 2, a long day 2, starting at 11 a.m. and ending at nearly 12:30 a.m. But don't forget, it's not over yet. Tomorrow, it all gets underway at noon. Moorestown versus Cherry Hill East. Cedar Creek takes on Scotch Plains and Fanwood. And then Winslow Township follows that up against Woodbridge. So, for Steve Parker, this is Tony Blum. I hope you enjoyed this last game. Hope you stayed up to see it. Don't know how many did, but if you did, you saw a great team and you saw some players that you're going to see at the next level. And you'll enjoy that as well. And you can say, hey, I saw them when they were high school players. Once again, the final score, 28-7. DeMatha knocks off Holy Spirit here at the Battle at the Beach. For Steve Parker, this is Tony Blum. So long for now.